This job was basically to get rid of these 5 conifers, and the camera don't really do justice. They're actually a bit bigger than what they look, and 2 of them were very dense. Really threw me how dense they were. I estimated to be approximately 6 to 8 cubic meters of waste, and it came over a lot more than that. Really did throw me. It came in probably near 12 meters of waste, but it wasn't a problem. It just means I had to do an extra trip to the tip. On this job I used my 26cc Titan, and obviously with a pole pruner and the chipper, and a lot of builder's bags, ton bags. In total this was 2 days doing this job, which it seems a lot, but as I said, there was a lot of conifer there. I'm guessing in total the job came to nearly 15 hours, and I would say for probably about 6 of them the chipper was going solid. So it certainly earned its money, that job. At this point the conifer's completely down. This is the first conifer. What I did is I'd cut half the conifer and chipped it, and then cut the rest of it down, and as you can see it's heaped up here, and then I chipped it again. Right, we're on the second conifer now, and what I did on this one, because it weren't such a dense conifer, and it was lovely straight wood really, and I could really sort of hack into it really quick. I had the chipper running at the same time as I was cutting, so I was sort of cutting for a few minutes, and then put the pruner down, and then chucked it through the chipper quickly, and then again once that was done, back with the pruner. In total, this particular conifer, I think in total took about 45 minutes from start to finish. The only thing I had to do was take the stump right down later on. I think I worked out in total, in them 5 hours the chipper used about 4 litres of petrol, which I was quite pleased about. I think that was pretty cheap. Right, we're on the third conifer here, and as you can see it's dense, very dense. When I originally looked at the job, I did sort of peer inside. It didn't look that bad, but once I started cutting into it on this particular day, it was a bit different. I've done hundreds of conifers over the years, and this and the last one is probably the densest conifers I've ever done. It's just solid all the way through. As you can see, it's just, you know, most conifers you could probably stick your arm through, wiggle it through. This you couldn't, you could hardly put your hand through it. And in fact, I think this conifer took me nearly 3 hours believe it or not. And it's a nasty old thing, this one was. And once I got it down, the sort of the stump and the crown of it was still sort of 3 foot high. The pruner I'm using is something I've actually made up. I'm not using the Titan one on this. Basically, because it's so dense, you can sometimes you're not sure what you're hitting inside them, and it can jar the machine quite a lot, and it doesn't do the bevel gear inside the pruner any good. So this is actually a 52cc pruner head, but I actually put a 10-inch bar on, and I actually run it on a bit of a knackered up old extension bar. So when I bought it, I just bought the head itself, the gearbox. It was relatively cheap, so if it destroyed it, I wasn't too worried. And this is the end of day one, 4 o'clock, and there's a stump in the crown still. It is a nasty old thing, but most of the way it's chipped up. Right, this is day 2. I didn't bother filming the 4th one. It wasn't much of a thing to film really. It didn't take long. But this is the last, and again it's another really dense one. What I did on this one is I cut as much as I could out from right at the bottom, as because if you cut a little bit higher up, sometimes the stuff falls down, and then when you go to grab armfuls to clear it, you're grabbing bits from the base that's still attached, and that's the pain in the backside. And as you can see, it's certainly a bit of a task sort of cutting into it. And as per usual, the forecast was dry, and it was drizzling the rain when I did it, and it did the previous day. It was meant to be dry all day, and it drizzled on me for an hour or two. I think in total I had to sharpen the chain about 4 or 5 times on this job. Not because of the cutting, because of things I hit. I surprised me how many stones were inside the conifers. And I think I found 2 footballs and some odds and sods. So. And as you can see, this is the last one's down, and you can see how much I've got to chip up. It's see where I've been, that's for sure. It's a bit of a heap to chip, but it don't actually take too long once you sort of get into it. The thing to remember is not to put too much in the ton bags, otherwise you can't move them. And this is after everything's chipped up. Just the stumps here I've got to saw out now, and the pile of wood there. Sort of take all the stumps low as I can, and this is it. Took them all down low as I could, all cleaned up, and I was pleased to get it done. It wasn't the most enjoyable job. Thank you for watching, and hope it was of interest.